Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30, Lexington police still looking for a robber who robbed a gas station clerk at gunpoint and forced a customer to get down on the ground.
Also on WKYT This Morning, a Georgetown father is set to be in court later today in Lexington after police say he brought his young son to a drug deal and the boy was kidnapped.
Also, it's a busy week on the campaign trail. As you can imagine, these stories and breaking news as it happens coming up on WKYT This Morning.
Well, hello there. Good morning and welcome. It's good to have you with us on this Monday morning. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. And we had a lot of sunshine to enjoy yesterday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, a lovely day yesterday. I actually went to the outlet mall over there in Simpsonville.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. It's pretty neat.
Cool. I mean, it was really awesome.
Have to guard your credit card.
A little dangerous, yeah.
Okay. We'll have all the news in just a moment, but let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. He is tracking weather for us. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're looking outside this morning and holding on to dry conditions. Now, there is a weak front to the north of us, and that's going to give us a couple of showers as we head throughout the day. But this morning, we're pretty dry. There's First Alert Defender live radar. Current temperature is still holding on to some upper 30s, some chilly spots, and that goes for Danville and Somerset. Even portions of eastern Kentucky do have some of those upper 30s, but the rest of us sitting there lower 40s. Still pretty chilly this time of year. 62 by the afternoon. Few showers here and there, and that's going to be the focus of the forecast today and tomorrow as some of that rain kind of moves on in. But that's ahead of our next system that's going to drop our temperatures back down to the 50s. When are we going to see warm weather? Well, I'll show you that because it is in your 7-day. That's coming up in about 10 minutes.
Good. I was afraid the answer would be the spring. We'll see you just a little bit, Micah. Thank you. In the news, police are still looking for an armed robber this morning.
And this is after they say someone robbed a clerk at the Speedway off Winchester Road. This happened while they were forcing a customer to get down on the ground. WKYT's Victor Puente is live from the scene of that armed robbery with the latest. Hi, Victor.
One officer at the scene told me this robber was pretty bold. He said not only did he rob this clerk at gunpoint, he did it while there was a customer inside. Now, police were called around 2:45 to this speedway off of I-75. They tell me a man wearing a large black coat with his face covered came in with a gun in his hand. There was a customer and an employee inside. Police say that employee was putting food on the grill. The customer was talking to him. That robber came in and made them both go up front at gunpoint, told the customer to get on her knees while the clerk gave him money from the register. He then ran around the back of the building. Police searched the area but couldn't find him. They tell me they have surveillance video they're looking at, but it could be difficult to identify him because he had the hood of his coat pulled up and was wearing a bandana, or he had his coat buttoned all the way up. They're not sure just yet. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, Victor, thank you very much. Our news time right now is 5:34.
A Georgetown father is making his first court appearance today in Lexington after police say he took his 5-year-old son with him to a drug deal.
Police arrested 30-year-old William Hanks, saying that he took prescription drugs and then went to a drug deal. His son was kidnapped from the drug deal and later found abandoned on Woodland Avenue. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the Fayette County District Court with the latest on this case. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Investigators say that William Hanks is charged with first-degree wanton endangerment because his 5-year-old son was kidnapped from that drug deal. Now, police tell us early Saturday morning, the 30-year-old Georgetown father took Xanax, a prescription drug, and then met several people in a car for multiple crack cocaine deals while he was with his boy. According to an arrest citation, Hanks was under the influence to the point where he didn't know where his son was. Police say around 7 a.m., the 3 people in the car robbed Hanks, choking him with a belt. We're told they threw him out of the car on Winchester Road in Lexington, saying he didn't deserve his son. Officers say the boy was found about an hour later when a woman on Woodland Avenue near downtown Lexington saw him crying on the sidewalk. Investigators tell us the robbers gave him his father's driver's license, telling him to get help by knocking on doors. Hanks is out of jail on a $5,000 bond. We spoke with a man claiming to be Hanks on the phone. He tells us police are wrong. He was not involved in a drug deal. He has agreed to an interview, so we hope to have more on his side of the story later today. Now, as for the 5-year-old, police say he has been released from UK Hospital and is with his mother. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, a man is in the hospital and his girlfriend is facing charges after deputies say he jumped from a moving vehicle over the weekend. It happened in Boyle County on US 150 near Perryville. The sheriff's office tells us 42-year-old Richard Arthur Blocker Jr. jumped out of the car that his girlfriend was driving. His girlfriend, Nancy Jane Shook, was arrested and charged with DUI. Blocker was airlifted to UK Hospital. Well, new this morning, police have arrested 5 people, including 3 juveniles, in connection with a Harlan County burglary. The burglary happened off of Kentucky 840 in the Loyal community of Harlan County. Police found a vehicle matching the description of the one used in the burglary. They searched the vehicle and found 2 guns and more than $3,200 in cash. 25-year-old Jessica Middleton and 19-year-old Morgan Boggs were arrested and charged with burglary. They're in the Harlan County Detention Center on a $20,000 bond. The 3 juveniles were charged with burglary and taken to a juvenile detention center.
Family, friends, and community members held a vigil for a teen homicide victim this weekend in Lexington. 19-year-old Jeffrey Adams was shot and killed Friday morning at an apartment complex on McCullough Drive, and police are still looking for his killer. The area is no stranger to violence. 3 people were shot in that area on Friday. His family says the violence needs to stop, and they're searching for answers.
A Whitley County couple charged with killing a mother's child last year will be in court again today. Both were charged in December of last year. Trina White and her boyfriend, Mark Hayden, both say they're not guilty. Investigators say White's 2-year-old daughter, Madison Davis, died of blunt force trauma and asphyxiation.
Officials from multiple city agencies in Lexington will talk about how to handle the upcoming Garth Brooks concerts at a news conference scheduled for today. On October 31st and November 1st, Brooks will hold 4 concerts, 2 each day. More than 80,000 people are expected to be in town for those concerts. Groups like Lextran and Metro Police will be talking about parking and traffic and entertainment before and after the shows. That meeting is to be in the lobby of Rupp Arena starting at 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, the square in Lexington got a bit of a makeover this weekend. Crews put up a sign on top of the buildings for the square, which of course used to be known as Victorian Square. Several new restaurants and stores will be opening up in the next coming months, and 2 stores have already opened, Urban Outfitters and Alumni Hall. The official grand opening for the clothing store will be this Thursday. Alumni Hall had its grand opening last week.
All right, an attention-getting sign. And also in Lexington, Fayette Mall construction is still underway. Officials at the mall say a new Michael Kors store opened up over the weekend. New shops and restaurants like Nuke's Eatery and H&M are set to open up on November 7th. The Cheesecake Factory set to open even sooner. That will be at the end of the month. A mall spokesperson tells us that parking has also been improved.
I love cheesecake.
You like cheesecake? All right. Kentucky Lottery is making a big launch today. They'll be detailing their Monopoly Millionaires game, club game. It will join Powerball and Mega Millions as the most widely sold multi-state games. It's the first new launch in 12 years. It looks to create more millionaires with each draw roll. The event today at Garden Springs Marathon is set for 2 o'clock in Lexington, and they will, at that point, detail how you play that game.
Well, in case you missed it, there was a party along the waterfront in Louisville this weekend. It was all part of the 100th birthday of the Belle of Louisville. To honor Louisville's historic steamboat, fireworks sent colors flying over the Ohio River and the Belle as her passengers watched while floating on the river. The cruise lasted for 3 hours. In that time, some folks enjoyed food, drinks, and dancing the night away. After the celebrations, the Belle of Louisville, Belle of Cincinnati, and the American Queen faced off in a race in Ohio.
Well, the string of cooler than normal days in Kentucky over the past few weeks is perfect weather for apple growers, especially to make apple cider. To apple growers, cooler weather means better tasting apples and therefore better tasting apple cider. Cooler temperatures into and throughout the fall season is just what the doctor ordered for balancing out those cider flavors.
As you get up in the middle of September and all the way through October, your flavoring is more intense, and to me it makes a little bit better cider.
With even cooler temperatures on the way, we're told that the flavor of the cider will become even more intense. Sounds like a good year for apple cider.
Yum, yum, yum.
Time this morning is 5:40 on WKYT, and let's check live drive traffic and see what is happening bright and early out there. Here's a look right now at the interstate. I-64 and I-75 at the northern split. You're clear and good to go in that area. No reports of any major problems at the moment. Construction continuing in Madison County along I-75. Keep that in mind, especially at those ramps at exits 95 and 90, and also some work at least over the weekend at exit 87 in Richmond. So some things to keep in mind if you're traveling that direction.
Well, this just might be the best 5K ever. We'll tell you about it, and why it's handing out bacon during the run instead of water.
Micah, that could attract you, huh?
It would attract me, and I think it would attract you too. 37 degrees there in Danville. Some are in the 30s, some are in the 40s. Nonetheless, it is cool outside. When do we get rid of this cool air? Bring in maybe some warmer air and also some drier air? Well, I'll show you that coming up in your forecast next.